NAIA basketball, Lourdes hosting Cornerstone. First half, Grey Wolves running. Brett Loff hits Jackie Harris. Former St. Francis Knight with the three. Harris 14 points. Lourdes up 5 later in the half, tied at 20. Joey Holofield drives, misses, but McCray White is there for the follow putback slam. Lourdes turning up the defensive intensity off the double team. Ball is free, turning the turnover into points. Little Anderson, the two-hand slam. Lourdes up 7, Anderson with 11. Little not the only Cardinal stretch grad in Sylvania. Second half, Holofield drives and finishes a team-high 17 for the guard. Lourdes stays perfect at home with the 77-62 victory in conference play.
The big confidence booster, I would tell you that. It was great to beat Cornerstone because, again, they're one of the top teams in the league. They have a ton of culture. They play well. Coach does a nice job. But again, we've been playing well at home, and like you just said earlier, to win in conferences is a big deal for us because we're 3-3 now, and we got to get back on top. And I think the biggest thing with us is our defense. We got to keep our defense going. Our offense is there. We got to keep our defense going, and if we can do that, we'll win a lot of games.
Lourdes women also hosting Cornerstone in search of their first league win after trailing the entire way. Second quarter, Grey Wolves strike from deep. Gabby Stover, the three-pointer. She finishes with 14. Lourdes up by 2. Later in that second quarter on the fast break, Stover pass ahead to Mercedes Wagner. Of course, Mercedes is going to drive well. Lourdes leading 31-24. Third quarter, though, Golden Eagles reclaim the lead. Lourdes still hustling. Stover from the floor finds Shea Pedroza from behind the arc. Lourdes it down just 2. In the fourth, Cornerstone builds a 16-point lead. Home team not giving up. Logan Ingram buries the 3. She finishes with 15. Lourdes down just 3. That's as close as they would get, though. Cornerstone wins 72-64. Wagner 16 to lead Lourdes.
You know what? A little bit of the turnovers and just not finishing at the rim. We panicked a little bit, grabbing the ball, kind of knowing who to put the ball in their hands. We came up short on some shots that, we need to make. And, their fight and desire is certainly there, and I'm always proud of them for that.
Brad Woznicki and Rick Poland have more from Sylvania.
Back inside the Russell J. Ebide Center after a Saturday doubleheader. And starting with the women's game, both teams coming into that game needing a win. They were looking for their first conference win. And for the Lourdes Grey Wolves, it was a big second quarter. Put up 25 points, only to see Cornerstone respond with a huge third quarter, scoring 31. And that fourth quarter, Lourdes made a great comeback effort, but Cornerstone able to hang on.
Well, it was a tale of two halves, and unfortunately for the Grey Wolves, they came out on the short end, but what a gritty effort at the end because they were down big and they were able to pull within one possession, make it a one-possession game, and just couldn't pull it out.
And that's a Lourdes women's basketball team that is going to continue to try and grow together and try and get healthy. Injuries have plagued that team as far as trying to get a rhythm going game in and game out. Then we turn our attention to the men's game, and this was a battle we were looking forward to right from the get-go. Cornerstone, number 2 in the conference, coming in here a 5-1 record in Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference play. And Lourdes, it's been up and down in conference play. They were 2-3 entering today, and they got a much-needed win, taking care of the home floor.
Yeah, two teams that came in with high-powered offenses, and we expected to see a real high-scoring game. Start off a little sluggish, but then both teams got into the rhythm a little bit, and fortunately for the Grey Wolves, they were able to come up with some key defensive stops, and especially stopping Christian Rodriguez, their leading scorer. And I think that was a big shift in the game when they were able to do that, and they came out on top.
And Lourdes offensively just shows how tough they are to stop. When they average 91 points a game, one of the top scoring teams in the country, they finished with 4 players in double figures today.
Yeah, good balanced offense and some great guard play, especially from Brett Loff. He set up his teammates well and did a great job in the assist column, and also scored some points and kept their big scorer in bay.
And with this win, the Lourdes Grey Wolves improved to 5-0 at home this season.